5-4. So if the Saints lose, they'll be 5-4, so that's not that bad. If the Panthers lose, they'll be 5-3. So whatever happens this week, and if I can beat the Saints, which I should have been the last time we faced them, let's be honest here, we will be we're okay. Obviously, I wish we would have had a couple more wins before now, but it is what it is. Here we go. Keep playing full game. There's only one way to do this. We just gotta win.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geese, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
I mean,
Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards.
that was my bad.
Ay. I cop a car, I run it back.
I took a drink and didn't realize I didn't press that.
Run it back. Hello.
Bless you, man. What are you doing sneezing on stream? Can't do that.
Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back my bad, but I'm past that.
Don't know why I was sneezing, my bad.
Clap when the money go, you don't slap.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, you probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Now, let's see if we can stop him. Let's see what we can do here.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
That's going to be a touchback.
So here are the Cardinals now under first-year head coach Cliff Kingsbury. They'll be led out by Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in April's draft, and also the Heisman Trophy winner out of Oklahoma.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's the offensive unit. Max's parents liked him so much they put an extra X on the end.
And they could do that because they saw something before the rest of us. They saw the potential of Max Williams, and it's coming to realization now in the NFL. A really good tight end with a little bit of speed.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This is what the defense is going to look like for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Ballore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This will be fielded at the 8.
Oh, my God.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First down, Winston. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Throwing on second and long. Winston, and the pressure gets to him again. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Let's go.
We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Johnson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. A gain of 10, first down Arizona. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. On the move to his left. He'll run it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Come on.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
This game should not be as close as it is.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should...
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
The second down throw for Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman.
There we go.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there. You're looking forward, coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
And they get the ball back.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. David Johnson on his way. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Bengals hanging tough in their quest to win their first after 7 straight defeats to start the year. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mendez is not happy with me. I just texted him, and he said, fuck you! Because I'm making this harder for him to come back.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
You wanted that to go out of bounds. I saw what you were doing.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Yeah, no. We'll take the touchback.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense, and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's what I like to see.
Running on first down, Eckler. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing again on second down. Winston eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now let's look at David Johnson. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Oh, he's going to wait for the fall.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ain't no way they're going for it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Who the fuck is that on? Oh.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. He finds his man Johnson. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, they're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Complete. It's Johnson. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a victory! Oh, boy. Mendez is not going to be happy with me.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4.
That's what I need, 5-4. Now the playoff picture is setting up quite interesting. I'm getting hot. I'm getting actually really hot.
20 goons.
I love those guys.
Cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's
let's
all
see.
on the line,
Let's
what
see.
you gonna do? Come on. I'm highly favored.
Is this game gonna be for second place?
No conversation, ain't got time for no debating.
This game is for second place.
No hesitation. Don't try my
Because if I win and they lose, they go 6-4, and I go 6-4. Panthers are the only one in a somewhat decent league.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide.
Man, that's gonna be a
Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
that's gonna be a good game. There's no other way for me to put it, because if they win, they go 7-3, and I fall back to 500. I don't want to fall back to 500. That's gonna be a good game. I'm not gonna play it tonight. I think I'm done for the night. Legitimately done for the night. But when I come back, that's gonna be a 6-3 versus a 5-4.
Randy Moss, yeah, my number's going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm a QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss,
that's gonna be
my team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture just to send to Mendez.
Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong.
Just to annoy him.
Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard,
Just to annoy the boy.
Game on,
What? Double the nine, what? That's a move.
I just wanna play off. Gotta go
I'm on a full game win streak, buddy. Holy crap.
Another city, it's a touchdown.
I gotta take a picture of this to Mendez.
We got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out.
Just to annoy the boy.
Like you need a timeout. I'm a star.
Oh man.
Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind.
This is gonna be a good game.
Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings,
Saints are they got Drew Brees still, so
Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
worst case scenario, I lose, I drop to 5-5. Falcons win, they go to 5-5.
Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
I need the Panthers to lose, man. Like legit. If they lose, they go to 6-3. I'll be 5-5 or 5-4. If they lose, I win. That'll put the Panthers. If the Panthers lose, that'll be 6-2. That'll be 6-3. If by me winning, that'll put the Saints at 6-4, and put me at 6-4. So the Panthers would still be number 1. But that would put a 2-way tie. They're ranked number 4. I'm ranked number 17 in the NFL. That's interesting. We have a lot of interesting scenarios going on. But we're gonna hold off here. I want to see what Mendez does. Because right now he's 1-5. He's got
middle of the day and they my last one.
He's got some catching up to do. But for now, I'm signing off. Peace.